Okay guys, before I go ahead and start this guide, there's a few things I want to say. My first money making guide has been a success, well, to me. Every day I get messages saying that my guide has helped someone obtain a goal, or a casual thank you, or you know, how my video was well done. Getting these messages are great. Just to know someone is benefiting from my work puts a smile on my face, and it makes me want to continue making these guides. So I really want to give a huge thank you to all my viewers and my subscribers, and I want to let you know those thank yous make all this worth it. Now this guide is a little different from the last, so I have to ask, you have to keep an open mind, and you can always deviate from the ideas, you know, to make your own money making method. Thank God I found my notebook, or I would have not been able to do this guide. I mean, I write down all my information in my notebook, and sometimes I misplace it and I just simply don't feel like rewriting it, but I found it, so I got all my information and all my notes. Also, we need more people for our channel to help do some future videos for KCP. Now I got a few complaints from the previous guide, becoming a douche. Not a lot of people like that one, and well, if you didn't, I'm sorry. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's a spoof, and if you really didn't find this funny, you won't find that one funny either. Also, on another note, we really want to do Slap Up Party, the abridged series. I've always wanted to do an abridged series, and since Slap Up Party has not been done, we're gonna go ahead and do that one. Now guys, I don't want you to go and raise your expectations to unreasonable levels. I can't exactly do a lot of voices, and my editing is complete crap, so yeah, don't expect too much from it. Well, I know I will, but then again, I won't go on a 1-star rampage trolling through all the videos that we've uploaded on our channel. Okay, so now onto the video. I want to say subscribe, rate, and leave comments if this guide helped you in any way. Oh yeah, all stupid / negative / troll comments will be terminated with extreme prejudice. Smiley.
I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never an honest word, and that was when I ruled the
On DFO, it's a person who helps another person with a dungeon run for a fee. In other words, you can be making money just by escorting people through dungeons. Now, before you go and try to do this, I have some advice and tips for you that will dramatically help you make better profit. The people you will be employed by are people who need quests completed and just can't seem to get it done, such as killing a certain amount of monsters, obtaining certain quest items, or killing a boss. Boss rush is self-explanatory. I mean, it means to simply rush through the dungeon and kill a boss. Since this task is so easy, it makes sense to charge less for a boss rush, since you aren't consuming a lot of fatigue points and or HP MP potions. A full run is when you complete all maps on a certain dungeon. Charging more for a full run is recommended since you are using more fatigue points and or HP MP potions. Charging your fee is how you're going to be making your money. So try to think things more carefully. Consider what you're using to help your employer out, besides time and fatigue points. I mean, think. Will I be using HP MP potions? Will I be using buff items, repairing weapons? Things like this. Don't get me wrong, you want to be cheap enough so people will consider hiring you. Now, you want to look like you're a pro, baby. I mean, if you look like you can do any dungeon, people will look up to you. This means having avatar items will be a huge helping factor. And it's not just avatar items you have to look top tier in. Your equipment has to look great too. Take a look at my Crusader. I bet if you needed to hire someone, my Crusader would be on top of the list. I hope you see my point. Now, I'm not saying you can't do this if you don't have avatars or top tier equipment. I'm just saying it would help dramatically if you did. Being a mercenary means you're representing this whole method of making money. Don't scam people. Just don't. Think of the other people who are trying to listen. Establishing a good name for this will mean it would be easier to get hired and pretty much become more fun than an actual job. So just keep that in mind. You're representing this whole method of making money. So let's go through the process. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to an area where you want to be a mercenary. Once you got that done, advertise that you're looking for employers so you can, well, you can also make a party with the title saying you're for hire or you're doing a dungeon or whatnot for a certain price. Once you've found someone willing to hire you, get the details of what dungeon you will be running. And make sure you know the certain goal your employer is trying to get, what quest he's trying to do, what exactly he needs to be accomplished. Once you've gotten all the information you can, either A, receive your payment beforehand, before the dungeon run, or B, do the dungeon run and then receive your payment. Option A is recommended. Now I'm going to go over some important advice. Well, things that I think that is important that you should know and consider. So now listen up. Be friendly and considerate. I mean, if you do this, your employer will more than likely use your services again. I mean, no one's going to hire a jerk. So this pretty much is a requirement if you want to make this a good, solid money-making method. Remind your employers that they will receive Nuvometer points if you're hired significantly. Saying that would pretty much fall into the category of being considerate. Don't screw anybody over. Avoid laggers. Before going in dungeons, make sure your connection with the other person is stable. That way you can avoid spending any fatigue points or risk any confusion if there was, any disconnection. Try to be talkative. If the person is in an obvious rush, then obviously this is not recommended. But if that isn't the case, then try to make conversation. If you do that, then your employer is more likely to relate to you, and that means you'll be hired again. Report any scammers. Obviously, if you're scammed, simply report that user and try to avoid the person. Empty servers at nighttime. Now, remember, there's always going to be employees, employers, not employees, do that. And now we're getting to the end of the guide. Before I end this guide, I'm actually going to leave you a few images with information on recommended areas where you should be able to get, a great job ratio, where you're being constantly hired because of the demand. It's gonna be right here. Alright, you see the first one, and it'll scroll all the way and up till the end. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you found this video helpful, because I will be making more guides. And comment if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Alright guys, thanks for watching.